Compost is the most commonly used fertilizer in the world because it contains many benefits. Some fertilizers have nitrogen, and some are higher in potassium content. But the compost is the best fertilizer that contains almost every required nutrient in it. In this video, we will discuss about 12 most common benefits of composting, the exact way and time to apply this fertilizer. So let's start, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Compost is the decomposed organic matter used to feed plants for their healthier and faster growth. Bacteria, fungi and small insects works together and break down our kitchen waste and any other type of organic waste. And the remaining product after all of this is called as compost. This whole process of composting can take time, depending the type of material you want to decompose. Mostly the kitchen waste takes lesser time, as compared to leaf composting. There are several other ways as well you can use to fasten up your composting process, that we will discuss about at the end of this video. But the question comes up, why the compost is so important? Here I have different benefits of using this fertilizer, that makes the composting process so special. The most useful thing about composting is that it improves the quality of soil, by enhancing its texture and looseness. This is very important, because every plant likes a good quality soil. There is a thing called as soil erosion, that also degrades your soil quality and fertility. Compost also prevents this thing. The regular use of compost in our soil mixes can not only improve their drainage, but also enhance the aeration of soil. It helps in better gaseous exchange, that is vital for every plant. Another benefit of composting is obviously the increased fertility of soil. Compost is a rich source of nutrients, which gets into the soil and provide roots a healthy medium to grow. And this is not about a single or a specific type of nutrition. Compost contains both the major and minor elements in required amounts. There are several helpful microbes that helps in plant growth, but the use of chemical fertilizers don't let them grow well. But in the soil treated with compost, we have a very ideal environment for the growth of these beneficial insects and microbes. The next benefit of composting is that it is a slightly acidic fertilizer, which is best for the flowering and vegetable plants. If your soil's pH is more than 7, it means fertilizers would not work well. But in the acidic type of soil, you will find more blooming and nutrients gets absorbed by the roots faster as well. Compost contains micronutrients like iron, copper, magnesium and calcium, etc. Means many of the leaf problems that comes up due to the deficiency of these elements, now they wouldn't harm your plants. Another benefit of composting is that it is a recycling process. Organic waste gets into work and provides us healthy and fresh vegetables. As compost is used very commonly, that's why it is very budget friendly. Instead of other costly fertilizers, it is cheap and reliable. Compost provides nutrition to your plants, and in results they possesses a healthy and stronger immune system. And now they are more able of fighting with the insects. Where most powerful fertilizers comes in chemically synthesized forms, compost is an organic source of nutrients. It doesn't kill pollinators and also gives us full of life vegetables. The process of making compost can be done at home. It is extremely easy and simple, that makes it even more convenient. Detailed video is in the description box, must check it out. Another benefit of compost is that it is an eco-friendly thing, and it affects positively on the climate change. To get most out of compost, the right way of use is extremely important. So now let's know what is the ideal way of using compost. For using compost on our plants, we first have to loosen up the top layer of soil. Now take a dose of compost, that depend upon plant age and pot size. Add it over the soil surface and mix it evenly. Adding frequent amount of water is extremely important. Repeat this same process every 10 days in the growing season of the plant and 20 days in the off-season. Now the question is when you should use compost for maximum results. Compost is a regular fertilizer that can be used whenever you want. But for the most effective results you should fertilize your plants when they are growing well. You can use compost on almost all type of plants. As I told you earlier, it is a regular fertilizer and can be used on all type of plants. You can use compost on indoor plants, vegetables, seedlings, seasonal flowering plants. It is best for the low to moderate feeders. Compost may not give you better results for the heavy feeders like lemons, hibiscus, roses and tomatoes. But for them, you can use other fertilizers that are added in the description box. There are a few drawbacks of compost as well, that you must know. When you make compost at home, it smells at the first. Regular use of compost can cause more and more weeds, as it is high in nutrition. Making compost at home takes much longer than its commercial value. It's up to you. You can either buy it from the description box, or make it at home. There are several tips you can follow to fasten up the process of composting. As microbes decompose organic matter, that's why you can give them ideal environment, so they can decompose well. More aeration in your composting bin helps better and faster composting. In the dark and hot area, composting also works faster. Keeping your organic matter well moist is also important to get results faster. So it's all about compost, but it is undoubtable that it's a slow-release fertilizer and takes time to show results. But there is also a way to get results faster from your compost fertilizer, which is to use compost tea liquid fertilizer. A detailed video on it is also linked here.